He didn't realise until he went to the concert.
I'm thinking of food.
Jeez.
So many parents out there are like, you were that kid. I hated you. You ruined it for my kid.
Don't even say the C word. Not that C word.
Welcome to the Unhelpful Parenting Podcast,
where we share the real, the raw, and the ridiculousness of parenthood.
So if you're a mum who has to microwave her tea or coffee every morning and still drinks it cold,
or a dad who's too busy to write down an idea for this intro,
then you're in the right place.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Just keep going.
Yeah,
it's
well,
fine.
we've just had a bit of a false start to the episode. We just said hello like 3 times. So hello.
It's only 8 o'clock at night. We're fine.
I was actually really nervous about how this recording was going to go because we are normally when we record this podcast, we record in the mornings when we are fresh and
fresh coffee. But I'm not having coffee at night.
This week has been crazy, and so this was just the only time that we could get babysitters and work and everything sorted.
This is our date night.
Yeah, actually it is. We're going to go out for dinner after this, but
at the moment,
so we're also
lollies.
hungry. So
and lollies and
I've been home with the 3 kids all day today, and so I am like seriously overstimulated. So hit like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, oh. We're going to go record, and I'm like, I have to love my kids. I do love them, of course, but like,
say,
I mean,
yeah, and I've had like the biggest technical week ever, so my brain is fried trying to problem solve lots of technical issues.
Fun.
So it's going to be great. So if we start just dozing off, it's nothing.
We won't doze off today actually because the stuff we've got it's
quite good.
It is really good. We've got we're back to the parenting confessional. We've got 3
we have some
epic stories to share. And some answers to the question we put out about the toddler translations and toddler words. So we'll do that as well for our toddler mums and dads.
I really enjoyed the song lyrics and stuff last week.
Oh, from last week, yes.
It was good.
Well, I realised we missed ours that inspired, like that gave us the idea.
Oh, yeah,
we never
did.
shared ours, which was...
We can do it a bit later.
Oh, okay.
If you want.
Yeah. We might forget again. Welcome along for the ride.
Come along for the ride. It's great. And promise we have not had any wine or anything.
Just like half a jar of lollies to hype us up.
I had 2 lollies. I would like to say I have been good.
Well, one of the things we've thought we were going to start to do just as we come into these episodes, just to continue being real parents, talk about maybe like a high and a low from our week with the kids so that people can catch up with us as well. So I will start because I've just like thrown that at you.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really, look, to be honest, actually this week I haven't been home. I think I've had one
Is that your high or your low?
That's a good point. No, it's your turn.
Well, I think my high is that school holidays is over now. No, I'm kidding.
She loves the kids. You can tell, right?
I think my high is also my low. They're kind of connected, but we got teeth this week. So baby has teeth and they are through.
Okay. I thought we were continuing on from like the tooth fairy conversation. We have teeth. She kept them. It's gross. No, we don't.
You'll have to listen back to last episode to understand that in context. But no, the baby's teeth cut through. He finally got his teeth. So the high is I have not been making this up for the last 2 months that I've been saying he's teething, like
I feel like
his grumpiness and his
surely it's
sleep.
been longer.
Oh,
it feels like it's been long.
Like it's been so like it's that validation of there are teeth, and then of course it's the low of like we have not slept and we are teething. So
and now when he bites, it hurts.
Yeah, it does actually. He was trying to like he gives me kisses and like or when he's hungry like and looking for a boob. Obviously, it's not like on the face. He's like munching around, and now it hurts. Yeah, now that hurts. He's like scratching my face with his little teeth. Very cute though.
It's very cute. He's got like he bites his bottom lip and it's like a big goofy like smile. It's very cute.
I'm gonna like freeze frame that. That's the YouTube channel art right there. So that was mine. What was yours for this week?
My high and low I probably, yeah. My high and low are the same too. Cheat. No, I would probably say I've actually as much as we joked about not being home, I do actually miss putting the kids to bed. So that's probably a low. Does the high have to be parenting related?
Kind of
Yes.
even parenting adjacent.
I haven't been around much
You got lots
to
of.
have a high.
I think the high version of that is that they've been very excited to see you when they do see you. So it's lots of big love and
It is lots of big love. Lots of
running down the hallway to daddy and
lots of headbutts to the groin.
yeah, they're at a great height right now.
And they discovered the whole walking up you and doing a backward somersault today while you hold their hands. And then that was lots of feet to the groin because they kept missing my legs. Great.
Well, why don't you kick us off with your meme for today?
Just cough on some water. My meme is my son just turned 3, so we went to his yearly checkup. I thought early was weird. We went to his yearly checkup and the doctor asked him what his favourite fruit was. He looked that man dead in the eye and said, cheese.
Same.
That is
Cheese is my favorite fruit. Cheese and grapes in the form of wine.
me as a child. And crackers. No, I actually do like grapes though. That's not wine, as well as wine. Crispy grapes.
Yeah.
I hate soggy, squishy grapes. Blech.
Oh, well,
But I do love cheese.
yes, we do. We actually both.
You just blanked out then.
I did.
Oh, cheese and grapes and wine.
We haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm
I'm dreaming.
I'm thinking of food.
Wine and cheese.
Well, on that
Anyway,
note, let's keep moving and enter the parenting confessional.
Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, okay.
When my son was 2 to 3 years old, he got obsessed with the Wiggles. It was so bad that when we would go to friends' houses, he would run to their TVs and shout, Wiggles, 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 demanding that we put on his Wiggles DVD. We knew we had to break the habit, mainly because the music is super annoying and was driving us nuts. One night, instead of putting on the Wiggles music to help him go to sleep, my husband filled the iPod with hours of the Beatles. That night, we desperately told a lie to our son that spanned a good 6 to 7 years.
Did the Wiggles turn into the Beatles?
That night, we told him that this was, in fact, the Wiggles' new album. He and his little brother listened to the Beatles every night for years after that. There is a happy ending to this story as well.
That is musical education. Man.
Well, when he turned 15, he and his schoolmates entered and won a competition to meet Sir Paul McCartney and attend a concert. He was super excited but said to us, "This is so cool. Too bad I don't really know any of his music." He was very shocked to find out he knew more songs than most of his friends.
He didn't realise until he went to the concert. That is the best.
Surprise!
Oh, I don't even know Paul McCartney. You remember that old Wiggles album you used to listen to?
Every night for years and years and years.
That's Paul McCartney.
The surprise wiggle.
That is a freaking good parent confession.
Oh, and I mean, I don't blame them. Although for us, Wiggles,
And
we don't mind the
flipping
Wiggles too
good.
much.
Choice of music.
Yeah.
Flipping good.
Yeah. But we don't mind the Wiggles so much now because this is obviously child's grown. He's 15, older. He never
they're
had
still in.
Baby Shark to contend with
Oh, God.
and Ping Fong or whatever it is that.
Kill them all. And don't even say the C word. Not that C word.
Like, we don't say that word.
Ends in, it starts with coconut.
Oh.
And ends in a
Good
watermelon.
old cocoa melon.
No, don't say the word.
Sorry, if you're listening in your car,
No.
mums and dads and your
No.
kids just went,
No, it's banned in our household. Freaking kids heroin or whatever they say it is. That crap is so bad.
I mean, if you are resorting to playing it because it is like crack for kids and they love
Bluey.
it,
Don't do cocomelon. Do Bluey.
we understand and we have been there.
But
we
do Bluey.
went through that time. But yes, we
do
got to
Bluey.
the end of that time for us and we had to remove it from all the devices because it was,
It wasn't even that it did our head in. It was like our kids started mucking up with the songs.
Well, one of the songs, the kid gets a boo-boo and gets a Band-Aid, and I literally caught Mackenzie
Trying to hurt
kicking
herself.
the wall, trying to hurt herself to get a Band-Aid.
Because that's what the song
And
happening.
yeah, that was the end of it for me. I was like, okay, no, we are moving on. We are finding something else. So the Wiggles are actually great for us.
And when we say the Wiggles, we don't mean the new crap with like 9 Wiggles and
Sam's very distraught that they have changed. He's still getting over the fact that like some of the OG Wiggles aren't in there at all.
3, I think. I was either 3 or 4. And I went to the OG Wiggles Australia tour in Cairns at the
And-
Bears Club. I remember it like it was yesterday. I grew up on the OG tape. They're in the studio and they're like, their shirts looked hideous and it was horrendous, but it was hilarious at the same time.
You were.
I came around to
It took
version
you-
2.0.
It took you a long time to come around to Emma and Lockie Wiggle
It did, and Simon.
and Simon, but
But now it's just a joke, people. Move on. Get over it. Stop. Give it up.
I do miss being able to remember their names. That is what I miss most about the OG Wiggles. Is there were only 4 of them. I could remember their
Why
names.
is there 2 of each?
Yeah. I don't know. Don't ask. Yeah, this is obviously some trauma that we need to kind of deal with. But anyway, so that was that story. Which
Oh, we're not
was,
talking about okay.
yeah, no.
Freaking Wiggles. Bring back.
The Wiggles are better than Baby Shark. That was the point
Okay,
of
yeah,
where we
that's
were
how we
going
got
with
here.
that. That's
Yeah.
how we got here.
And far better than Coco Melon, I will admit.
Yes. So
And look, if you're really, really stuck, don't watch the new crappy Wiggles. Just go back and watch the OG TV shows that are all on YouTube. Banger.
I don't think you should be calling the new Wiggles crappy because there are some parents that are just entering it with their kids and this is their first
True.
experience
This
with
is
it. And
Wiggles. Yeah, fair call.
look, yeah.
If you're just joining the Wiggles and you're a new parent, sorry. You've missed the good days. It's kind
Okay, that's enough. That's enough ranting on the-
No. It's kind of like when you go to a concert. So like, for instance, like you have a band that
Yeah.
you love, you grew up with.
Yes.
And then you go and see them live 20 years later as an older person and you go, you guys should have quit while you're ahead. Kind of like that.
This
It's
is
like
an
you
insight.
missed-
This is an
you
insight
missed-
into how Sam deals with change. He does not deal with change. This is like
It's like, and if you go and watch them now, it's like, no, but it's like, if like you go and watch them and you didn't grow up with them, you go, these guys are cool. And it's like, yeah, but they were like 10 times better back in the day, in their heyday. Anyway, rant over.
all right.
I'm passionate about music.
You're passionate about the Wiggles. That's what's
the
coming
Wiggles.
across right now.
Apparently.
You're very passionate
Apparently.
about the Wiggles.
Anyway, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
You're
What am I
doing the
here we
next
go.
story.
This one. Oh, all right. Master 2-day-old was getting his nappy changed in hospital. Being our first, recovering from a cesarean, so in a lot of pain, and only my second nappy change, I was a bit slow. I didn't really know what I was doing with this tiny human. I know that feeling. I had his legs in the air, wiping his butt, when he starts to wee all over his face. The look of, oh my gosh, what is happening right now on his face was just hilarious. I used to do that with the kids. Like when you just like put them under the shower just a tiny bit so it drips onto their face and they're like, it's quite good. But that's pee, so this is worse. I burst out laughing, which hurt like the beep. While I was laughing in agony, had tears running down my face and pain and laughter, friends of ours walked in the room dressed in their wedding attire. Bride in her beautiful dress, groom in his suit. We were supposed to be at the wedding, but of course didn't make it. They popped in on their way to the reception to see the baby. Because they were dressed as they were, behind them, they were all behind them were all the nursing staff to come and check out what was going on. So picture this, me in agony, nearly dying, laughing, baby with butt in the air, peeing all over his face, a bride and the groom in the room now also wetting themselves, all the nursing staff as an audience also wetting themselves. A moment I will never forget. That's pretty good.
It is. Welcome to the world, baby. You've just peed on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feeling of not knowing how to change nappy though, that like when they first leave you. I remember our first nappy change, the midwife was in the room and she was like, oh yeah, like she needs a new nappy. And she's like, have you got a nappy? I was like, yeah. She's like, have you got wipes? I was like, yeah. And then she walked out of the room and I was like,
but how does it work?
But I don't know how. Like, so I guess she thought like throw them in the deep end, let them do it. You'll learn by doing.
That's true.
Well, no, because the next day you were holding Mackenzie and I was like looking at the white bunny cloth like wrap thing and I was like, that's a little mark there. And then we realized that like I was so scared of doing the nappy up tight.
Oh, you did it too loose.
That I did it too loose. It had slid down and she'd pooped into the like swaddle. The midwife came back and was like, okay, this is how you do it. Like,
yeah, you
actually do up the nappy.
You were shy.
I didn't want to hurt like she had all her newborn skin and yeah. You don't know. No one tells you what you're doing. I'd never changed a nappy before. All right, this one is great.
All right.
We were at swimming lessons and the kids said, wow, look at that big baby. She's so cute. I didn't know big babies could walk. This went on for a few minutes and I was trying to shush them and the people were ignoring them, but they didn't get the message. They didn't get the message. They didn't read the room because it was getting more and more awkward by the second because they wouldn't stop talking. Then they started saying to the baby, what's your name, baby? To which the baby eventually answered with her name. She was not a baby. She was a 4-year-old dwarf.
Yeah.
I could have died. I cringed further when the baby's mum got down and explained that it was called dwarfism and her bones don't grow as fast as other people's bones, to which one of my delightful children said, oh, I get it now. Is that why her head is so big? I died again.
Welcome to the brutality of kids.
Oh, from the mouth of babes. Like,
as soon as you were like, that's a baby, that's a big baby and it's walking, I went, oh no.
Like, I feel like
it's a miniature
like
person.
the mum and even the kid were probably very prepared for, they probably get it a lot, especially being around kids and being a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, so the lady,
it's a 4-year-old, you're in amongst
yeah. People. And so the lady obviously got down to,
what's your name, baby? Steve.
But it's just that added comment at the end of like, so why her head's so big?
Is that why her head's so big?
After they've already gone to the nice effort of explaining, oh, kids have no filter.
That's
and
so funny.
Those moments where it's like, just be quiet, but you can't
please
stop.
Don't say anymore, please. Is that why? Oh, God.
Not my child. No.
Yeah, literally. I know. It's like, please just take that and walk away. Yeah. It's like when kids are like, why and why and why? You finally get an answer and they're like, oh, and you're like, please let that be enough.
But why?
Yeah.
But why, Daddy? Why? Why?
Because I flipping said so.
Oh, well, that's it for the parenting confessional today. So a big thank you to the people who sent those stories in.
That was pretty
and
good.
If you've got like,
they're actually good ones.
We haven't had any bad ones.
No, but I didn't mean like that. I didn't mean it like that. I was like, I actually really I enjoyed reading them today. And you didn't actually tell me about the other two.
I think that's what Sam's meaning
That's
is like
I
I didn't pre-read them to him, so they were fresh and
the Beatles. Well, as you can tell, because then I went on a rant about the Wiggles, so that was unprepared.
So yes, thank you. And please, like, if you're listening and you don't think your story is funny enough, send it anyway, because usually it is.
Always send it, even if it's a little one.
The little ones are great.
It will bring joy to people.
If they are, sometimes like we get a few that are on theme, we'll like keep them together and do like a Q&A question specifically around that. Like, so we've done sleep deprivation before. We've got specifically made from the mouth of babes for the crazy things that they say sometimes. So yeah, send them in and
we'll just keep a lot of small ones and then we'll just ramp them and just go.
And don't be embarrassed, because all you have to do is listen back to some of the things we've shared about what our kids have done to know, like, you do not need to be embarrassed.
No one is alone.
No, that's the whole point of this is
no one is alone.
This happens to everyone, the chaos and the like moments where it's just like, is this really happening to me right now? Like,
yep. If you want to throw your child out the window at 1 a.m. in the morning while they're screaming and you're trying to rock them to sleep, you're probably not alone.
You're definitely not alone.
Just don't follow through with it.
Yes. Yeah, that's the difference. So this week,
the difference between, anyway, we won't go there.
Between being a normal parent and being in jail.
Pickle. Yep.
So the question we put out last week was the toddler translations. Now, we were going to do it as a game and like I'd say the word and you'd have to guess what the toddler translation is. But seeing them come in, I was like, oh, I don't actually think that's going to work, because a lot of the words are either close or they're stories that are funny. Okay. So we're just going to go through.
It's just going to be a thing.
Yeah, we'll just go through some of the answers.
Have you got any from ours?
Well, yeah, like that was, we shared 3 last week. We shared like monster truck is dirt.
We've done that.
We've done that. We had, do you remember what kitchen was? For our oldest, she couldn't say chicken. So whenever she wanted chicken, it was kitchen.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, she was kitchen. Or a great one that we had. So our oldest, Mackenzie, she is the first grandchild on both sides of the family. And my dad is a kid person. Like, he's one of those people that, like, at any kind of gathering or anything, if there's a baby around, he's the person holding.
Plays with kids.
Yeah, he's
not in a creepy way.
Anyway, so as Mackenzie hits the age where she's learning everyone's names, he's getting really excited, and I think more excited than anyone else in the whole family for her to say his name. He, of course, picked Granddad to be his title, which is the hardest one to say in the list.
You can't really tell a kid.
Well, and it's what we introduced him as, so they kind of picked it up eventually. But anyway, so he picked Granddad, and the kids weren't saying, Mackenzie wasn't learning it. So he decided to try and kind of manipulate her there. So she was saying Nana for my mum at the time. So he was in his head. He was like, okay, you're saying Nana, you're saying Dad, I'm Granddad. So we'll just do Nandad and go to Granddad, except it came out Nanut.
There's Nanit.
Nanit. And so he was Nanit for a good
Nanit.
6 months. He was Nanit.
Yes. Nanit. Instead of Nanny or Nana, it's Nanit.
So he loved that one. So that was a great one. But there's stories that have come through that I'm going to read. So
you haven't read out any like really good ones.
Our daughter, when she was a toddler, used the word marsh pillows for marshmallows. We decided that it was a much better word, and now for over 6 years, it's been our family word for marshmallows. And our family will forever roast marsh pillows on the campfire.
They are marsh pillows.
I know, so much better.
I would line a marsh pillow.
Yeah.
And then eat it. Just don't slobber on it. If you're a drooler, don't do it, because then it'll get really sticky.
Yeah, that's the reason why not to use a marshmallow as your pillow. Okay. This one's great. So the word...
why wouldn't you if you don't drool?
The word is shitter. Shitter is water. Mum, can I please have more shitter? More shitter, Mum, more. So embarrassing at the playground when they ask for shitter. I'd love to know what happened in that child's head to go water, like shitter. You're speechless.
I just can't put it in war.
Well, we had like we already said last week, minim was Mackenzie's water.
We didn't go unless you're like you're shitter at this, like.
Yeah, who knows? But that's hilarious. You'd have to explain that to like daycare teachers when they start, like, just fair warning, this is the word. I had to do that for Hartley because his, at the moment, he loves his bananas to be monkey bananas, but the way he says monkey sounds like yucky. So the first
is
it sounds like yucky,
it's like
yucky nana.
Unky. It's more like unky.
But if you're trying to translate, it would sound like yucky nana. So I had to pre-warn the first day that I sent like a full banana for them to peel to Kindy. I was like, he will say yucky nana. It doesn't mean he doesn't want it. It means he wants it peeled like a monkey. Like, FYI.
Boys.
We
Kids.
had like lots of cute little ones come through, like knee knife. I think, yeah, knee knife is knife, or excavator for escalator. So they're going on the excavator.
And there's always like the hostable and the ambience.
We had a flaflingo for flamingo.
Oh, we did have a flamingo.
We still have a bacuta.
Oh, yes.
For
You've got to work
computers.
on the bacuta.
Yeah, we go to work on the bacuta.
Yeah. That is.
I kind of hope that one doesn't wear off because
No, it's kind of cute.
we're in prep and it's still there, and I'm like, it's very cute.
Kind of cute.
Even I struggle on ambulance sometimes with the ambience or whatever.
I literally said that just before.
Oh, did you? I was listening so closely.
My life. So what were our song lyrics?
Oh, yes. We said at the start we were
I
going
knew
to
you were
circle
going
back.
to forget them.
Thank you, babe. Ours was Geronimo by Shepherd. She still sings this. She loves it.
But this is more like it's more of a joke now.
Well, it started with Geronimo, like, hey, Geronimo.
Geronimo, yeah.
And so we
Beck
taught her
didn't
how
like
to.
me. No.
Oh,
We didn't.
Sam
Beck
taught
was
her
like,
how to say it. I was
leave
like,
it. And I was
"Don't."
like,
it's so cute.
Geronimo. And then Geronimo.
Yeah, it's very cute.
was.
But her thing was the bombs away part of the song.
Bombs away was bums.
Bums away. No. It morphed. It started as bums away and she thought it was hilarious. So it was butts away.
Oh, okay. I missed butts away.
No, it's butts away at the moment.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was in the car this week. We were just giggling away going, they're singing butts away.
Anyway, what's another one?
And so, no, we're going to preempt what we do next week.
Oh, is that the only song lyric you're doing?
Oh, that was the only one I had prepped in my head.
Lame.
What
There's
were
been so many
others?
more. Actually, she loves the the Wellerman sea shanty.
Oh, yes. The pirate song. That's what they're calling
Yeah,
it.
she's called
The
it pirate
pirate song.
But it's like there once was a boat that went to sea. Is that T? Like, see, I don't even know the lyrics. But like, imagine a 5-year-old. So it's like,
Yeah,
like
she's
she just.
I just remembered the other one.
Which one? I remember. Is it what's the Psy? Gundam Style?
Gangnam Style, no.
So he's a winner, right? If your kid loves it, like Mackenzie did, he sings in Korean.
Oh, yeah.
So it's freaking gibberish anyway.
Yep. It's very
So she's like, when they're in the Korean bit, she's just like, and you're like, yeah, it's great. It's about as good as my Korean is.
Yep. No, the most recent one was Can't Stop My Feelings.
Oh, yeah, Can't Stop the Feeling.
Yeah,
that's
it's
true.
Can't Stop the Feeling, Justin Timberlake. She's singing at the top of her lungs, Can't Stop My Feelings. I'm like, you're so cute.
Can't stop those feelings.
So, yeah.
There was another one too, but that's
I'm
okay.
just quickly looking through my note in my phone.
We didn't write them. See, this is the thing. I don't write them down when I hear them. I was literally trying to listen to her this week, see while she was singing. I'm just trying to think of any other hit songs she's had, but
We went through a phase where she watched, it must have been when her brother came along, she had watched so much YouTube and so much like Coco Melon and Baby Shark and all of the
crap.
American shows that she
she
developed
picked up
a
a bit of
little,
an American
little bit of
accent.
an accent. Baby Shark and like
Well,
four.
four.
It was four.
No, but she's been watching Do Perfect. She loves the Do Perfect boys.
Yes.
and it's like Garrett instead of Garrett.
Like we would say.
It's like, oh, that's Tyler. Oh, that's Cody. Oh, that's Kobe. Oh, that's Corey. Oh, that's Garrett. Like,
She
that's
got the
Garrett.
accent. Yeah.
And then orange. Yeah. Freaking Blippy. It's orange.
You do that way too well.
Die, Blippy, die.
No. Flippy's at least a little educational. Oh my gosh, you've watched so much
Freaking.
Flippy. So next week I think we're going to bring the age bracket up a tiny bit next week. We've done
so
a few weeks.
Anyway.
Toddlers.
Oh.
So we want to move into school zone at next week, or you could probably, if you've got daycare kids, you could do this too.
What are we doing?
I want tales and fails from school. School life tales and fails. So whether you are a teacher and you have the stories of what kids have come in and the stories they've told, or you're a parent who's had stories go to school, or some kind of costume malfunction, or school
kids
fail.
ruining certain holiday seasons, like Beck did earlier by sharing a story a few episodes ago about a certain person in a red suit and a white beard.
Yes, I didn't put a trigger warning on that, and someone was like, I was playing that in the car with the kids, and now I'm like, oopsies.
Now we have to have that conversation.
Sorry.
That's okay. I did that with kids at school. I picked a fight.
Yes. You're a
Because
meanie.
I was not a Santa Easter Bunny family. I was not raised in a Santa Easter Bunny family. And then I got detention.
Yeah. You bursting bubbles
I was
everywhere.
grade 1.
Oh my gosh. There's so many parents out there are like, you were that kid. I hated you. You ruined it for my kid.
I was 6. Yeah. I was that kid.
All right. Well, hopefully we haven't just ruined it for your child in the car if you're listening to this in the car with.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
Oh, too late. Emotional damage.
So
carry on.
yes. So send us your stories. You can send stuff anonymously. Like if you don't want, like if you know us personally and you don't want us to know who you are, so you can send it anonymously through our website.
Anonymous website.
Yeah. Otherwise, any of the social media accounts.
Social medias.
Like
Tell
if you're
us you want to be
watching,
anonymous. When, I mean, it's not like we say who it is really anyway.
if you're watching on YouTube, just chuck stuff in the comments as we go. Like
Yeah.
you can.
Comment away. Tell us all your epic fails. Tell us your favourite story.
Yes, the things that make you laugh, like when you're having a dinner party with other parents, and what are the stories that you tell really, and then the ones that you don't, those ones too, please.
We want the ones that you don't tell. Because that's the good, juicy details. Anyway.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're on Spotify.
I have my own confessional for next week.
I was on a roll.
Sorry, I have my own confessional for next week. I just remembered a story.
Quickly write it down. And while you write it down, if you are on Spotify, make sure you rate the podcast. If you're on Apple, review the podcast. Share this in your mum's groups. Share it with your dad. Not with your dads, with dad's groups, your dad friends, your mum friends, anyone you think that would like a laugh. Send this to them and we will see you next week.
Hello, bye.